okay.
Speaking of Mike Tyson, I think he's losing to Jake Paul. I know it's unpopular
Oh,
opinion. He's losing.
I'm on that. I'm on the same belief because there is no way. I saw this thing where like he's walking around with a fucking cane and he's about to go up against a 25-year-old. Mike Tyson.
When the fuck was this?
Mike Tyson. So this was like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, he was being pushed around in a wheelchair. Now, I could be wrong.
No,
this was
listen.
on the internet.
Have you been like on?
Are
you on? Are you not on?
Wholeheartedly, dude.
Are you not on Mike Tyson's like TikTok?
I've seen it.
I've seen it, and even then, it's propaganda, dude. You're
it's all
getting
been
into
recently.
You're
Yeah,
getting
he's
into
just
the fighters' propaganda, where he's obviously going to show himself in a better light than Jake Paul, and he's going to destroy him.
How do you?
But you
know
literally
you're
just said
not
he was walking with a yeah.
Am I falling for the other side's propaganda? You have to watch both to understand it.
Listen.
And for a fact, Jake Paul has the edge because he's so much younger.
Can I finish the thought?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you know that you aren't falling for Mike Tyson's trap? How do you know he's not intentionally putting out a weakened persona? This is a veteran of the boxing game we're talking about.
Because
and
also,
you're
he's
thinking
at the
that
top
he
of
just
his
let himself get
game
shown
right
in a
now.
wheelchair.
Because in his last fight, even whenever they were bringing it up with his competitor, he specifically was saying, "Man, I'm a beginner." Like, how is Mike Tyson's calling himself a beginner?
Because he's playing
stopped.
mind games.
No, he's not
Mike
the same
Tyson's
level
a
that he
very
was
smart
whenever he
dude.
was from the ages of 20 to 40, and he's almost 60? How old is Mike Tyson? Can you look this
57.
up?
He's 57 years old.
57?
That's 50. Yeah.
Yep. And Jake Paul's 27.
All right, never
it's a
mind.
30-year
57,
difference.
we'll
It's a
agree on that.
30-year difference.
Yeah.
That's my
Are
thing
you
with it.
insinuating that Mike Tyson forgot how to box?
No, because listen, he even said in the video, he said that warrior is alive inside of me again. He's like, and if you re-wake that up in Mike Tyson, you're dead.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson has had one fight in how many years?
20.
15 years?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Jake Paul has had multiple.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want Jake Paul to win. Don't get me wrong. I do not want to see
Yeah,
that
and Logan
happen.
Paul wrestles in the WWE, and that's freaking real, right?
No, that's
The
awesome.
athleticism's
I
real.
applaud that.
Athleticism real, yeah, but Jake Paul, no.
But like
Jake Paul, Logan
Jake
Paul.
like Logan Paul is a legit athlete. Some of the shit he does, like, is crazy.
Some
really.
of
They were on the Disney Channel at one point.
they get a bad rap, but like both of them are exceeding in what they're doing. It's not like they're like being like everybody just I don't know what racks on them. I don't even know what word I'm trying to say.
I think racks
I was
is
gonna
money.
say-
Like racks on racks is
Yeah.
money, dude.
I saw
Everybody
a video.
rags on them just
Rags.
because they came from the Disney Channel and because they grew up rich. But like they're succeeding extremely well. Like Jake Paul is doing really good as
I was
a
gonna say
fucking
they weren't
boxer.
on Disney that long because they went right to YouTube right after that and
I
started
don't
making
think
money
being
with
on
YouTube.
Disney means that you can't learn to fight. All
Yeah.
I'm saying
I know,
is
but
that there's no way that you're beating Mike fucking
Dude,
Tyson.
I think
This
he's
is
got a
iron.
chance.
There is a video of Logan Paul saying he was scared to fight Mike Tyson. He's like, I saw the videos and he seemed like
I mean, I don't doubt that he's going into it like just being like, I'm gonna demolish this man. But think about it. All that he has to do is probably wait. If he can survive 4 rounds, the chances of Jake Paul coming out on top exceeds. If he gets knocked out in those first 4 rounds, then I guarantee you Mike Tyson
I
will
would
win.
agree with that. I think Jake Paul's definitely going to have the advantage in the long run.
Mhm.
Like, you know, if he wants
probably
to
the
try to go the
stamina
distance.
era.
And that's probably going to be his strategy
Yeah.
going into it, is probably going to be run down the old man. He's probably going to try to dance around with him a little bit. He knows how dangerous his hands are.
Mhm.
He knows that if he lets Mike step inside, it's probably going to be a
But
rough run.
Here's the thing. He already has experience with that because he's been going up against MMA fighters as well. So he can already outgun those guys. And I mean, last time whenever he was up against MMA fighter, it looked like he was struggling at the end. So don't get me wrong. But if he's able to harness and just like focus all of his energy into those last 3 bouts instead of the first 3, I think he's going to come out on top.
And I just want to point out, there's a huge difference between fighting a mixed martial arts boxer
That's
who
true.
is disciplined in multiple forms and somebody who is a dedicated stand-up fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mike Tyson, even in his age, I mean, dude, that's like riding a bicycle. You know what I mean? If you're a fighter, you're a fighter. That's what he grew up doing. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how long it's been since he's done it. He's still going to be head and shoulders above, you know, somebody else who's fighting in multiple disciplines.
Maybe.
Definitely.
I think Jake Paul has 5 inches in reach on him too, though, which is gonna hurt that inside game. Like I think he's like 5 inches of reach.
I mean, he
I think
needs
Jake
to
Paul's
know how to play
taller
that.
as well.
You know what I mean? Because if Tyson can step inside that, then
Yeah.
where's he going to swing to? You know what I mean?
I got you. I just think I think we could make a podcast bet on it, but with 2 because if 2 want to bet on it, because I think the distance and the age is going to be too much. Like 57 is old for like fighting. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and Mike Tyson has money. It's like Conor McGregor used to be a good fighter, and then he realized, hey, I have money. I don't need to get punched in the face anymore. This is great. I'm just gonna film movies and screw off. Like you lose your edge because
I'm going to be in Roadhouse.
Hey, Roadhouse I liked it. I mean, we can go back to it if you want. We can go back to it. I mean,
Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I don't see a world where, because I mean, okay, the reach is only an advantage if you're on the outside. You know what I mean? That is only an advantage if the other person you're fighting doesn't know how to step inside your reach and cause you to be less, offensive. So I mean, it can go either way. You know what I mean? One is younger, a little bit more spry. One has 10x more experience.
So
I mean, it's going to be a good bout.
even to 40, I think Tyson's. I mean, but 57 is.
Yeah, but how do you because one person's 57 isn't another person's 57. Mike Tyson's been rich for a long time, man. You know what I mean? He's probably been partying pretty hard, but he's probably also been recovering pretty hard too. You know what I mean?
Here's the biggest thing that I think. I think Mike Tyson has been whenever he was the champion, he's used to that time period.
Mm-hmm.
And even the people that he's fought since then have always been older guys. He's going up against somebody who knows new mechanics of like what they're doing.
Right.
So the sports evolved. So I think
I'll
that
agree
we're
with that.
also going to see that as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's our consensus? I mean, I'm for Jake, who that's who I think is going to win. I want Mike Tyson to win, but I think Jake's going to win.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think Tyson's got it in the bag.
What about you?
I think it'll be a good fight, but
Yeah.
I'm for Jake, and I think he's going to win too. But also, I think like there's a chance that this is all rigged. Like we're all falling into some game. I mean, because everybody wants Jake Paul to get knocked out. Him and his brother know how to like stir the pot. And like you said, his brother's in WWF. I guess WWE now, whatever. But like, yeah. So like, there's a chance that it's a put on. I mean, right? Like,
I mean, it's definitely a marketing ploy either way.
yeah.
Whether or not the outcome is rigged is another question.
I mean, like I said, what was it? Mayweather held his brother up in their boxing match. He held him up so he didn't fall down.
Oh, really?
I think it's too big
Yeah.
to be rigged. I think that once it gets this big, it's too big to be rigged. Because once they find one I mean, I don't know if you guys paid attention to the Ngannou fight and the Tyson Fury fight, but that one had a bunch of cheap shit in it, and it got away. So I don't think it's going to be completely like pay to win.
I don't know.
It's too big, man.
Only
Far
takes
too
two
big.
people to agree to make a bunch of money.
That's
you know?
what I was
That's the
saying.
thing,
Like,
like,
that is
there's
right.
only two
That is
people
right.
in the ring. You know what I mean? It's never really too big.
And I mean, I could see Tyson saying, I'll take a big payday. I'll take the fall for you,
Yeah,
bro.
for
Like, I mean,
sure.
I could see him doing that. I mean, the man has a face tattoo. First one with a face tattoo, I think. It was, still employed.
the first man with a face tattoo.
That's still employed, yes.
Okay.